Actor and producer and author Kirk Cameron has a new children's book out. Now, naturally, he reached out to dozens of public libraries asking if they would host readings. After all, the drag queen story hours become a staple of children's programming at some libraries. Why not offer his book, teaching biblical wisdom and the value of growing the fruits of the Spirit? Well, more than 50 libraries rejected having Kurt visit, many offering vague platitudes about messaging or seeking diversity. So they want fewer Christians and more drag queens. Joining me to discuss this is actor, producer, and author Kirk Cameron. Kirk, welcome to the program.
Hey, great to talk with you, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Good to see you again. So,
thank you.
Do I understand this right? A book about biblical values is not allowed, but these libraries were bending over backwards to host drag queen story hours.
Yeah, I don't like you using bending over backwards with drag queens in the same sentence, but essentially you're correct. I wrote a book called As You Grow about biblical wisdom through the seasons of life for children and the fruit of the Spirit, like love, joy, kindness, patience, goodness, self-control. And when I wanted to do the book reading at a public library, over 50 woke libraries rejected the book without even reading it. One in Rochambeau Public Library in Rhode Island said that we are a queer-friendly library and our messaging just doesn't align. And I'm thinking, well, with what? The fruit of the Spirit? But the problem is the fruit of public libraries, as one journalist pointed out, is fake diversity, non-inclusion, drag queens, and a rejection of the sexes.
Right. It's open to fruit, just not fruit of the Spirit.
That's right.
How did any of them take you up on the offer?
Well, not the ones who have hosted drag queen story hours.
Really?
Now, there are others who have been flooding in saying, come to our library, come to our library. But the ones I'm interested in particularly are those that are particularly committed to this idea that they are inclusive and that they are all about diversity. So my question is, why are you excluding me and millions of people who would love for their children to learn how to be gentle and self-controlled and compassionate? After all, public school children are dealing with massive amounts of mental illness, drug overdoses,
bullying,
suicides, cyberbullying, and school shootings.
Right.
Couldn't they use a little help in the fruit of the Spirit?